Hello everyone, my name is Kasim. Welcome to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to take a moment to reflect on my 2021 investment plans. There are 3 different investment plans that I made earlier on in February. And I want to take a moment, since we are at the end of the year, I want to take a moment to evaluate those investment plans, see what works, see what hasn't worked, and basically just discuss about what I can do better and how I can, keep it pushing and make sure the future is great. It's a reflection video on how my investment plan went for this year, 2021. So stay tuned. I will still be doing lots of videos talking about my plans for 2022, things that I'm doing, lots of exciting things. I have a lot of exciting things planned for 2022. The way the format of this video is going to go is I'm going to look back at my old video. So you're going to see different videos, but this is the current one that you're looking at. So we're going to look back at the old one, and then I'll come in, talk about things that I've done right, things that I've done wrong, things that I can improve on, and then we'll just go from there. So let's get right into the video. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about my investment plans. And I'm basically focusing on 3 investment plans at the moment. The first investment plans that I'm laser focused on at the moment is my long-term investing portfolio, which is the dividend and growth investing portfolio. So first and first, I have to say that when it comes to my dividend and growth investing portfolio, it has done really, really well. I've actually pretty much stuck to all my plans, and that one is pretty simple. Like I said in that video from February, it's pretty simple, guys. All I do with my dividend portfolio is I have a whole list of companies, a lot of them, ETF, regular companies. I have everything all mashed up together, and I make my own index basically. And the reason why I do that is because a lot of people don't believe in diversification. I know some people do and some don't, but I'm the camp that I'm in between. I believe in having core, portfolio holdings like dividend ETFs that pays monthly, and then, you can just build up from there. Even amongst ETFs, I believe in being diversified. Even among companies, I believe in being diversified. Now, there's a lot of things that's changing in the world. So if you have, like me, that I have a lot of diversification in my portfolio, I have to keep up with a lot of things when it comes to the market. But that's what I love to do, because I'm basically an investor now. I invest my own money, and I talk about it here on YouTube. So I have to keep up with a lot of things. So this is one of the areas that I feel like I've actually excelled at, and I'm pretty much very excited to bring the next video, which would be the year-end dividend update video, which I'm going to bring to you by the end of the month, December 31st. So stay tuned for that. This part of the portfolio has done very well. I've really grown it, and we are in the $80,000 range now. When looking back with the previous video, I was at 32 when I recorded that video. So this is proof that consistent investing works, and I don't invest a lot of money like that. I'm investing like $100 to like $150 every week, and I do that consistently. That is what I do. I don't have a lot of money. I work just like everybody else, and I make sure I invest. Because when you invest either in your own business or in other companies that you like what they do, like some of the companies that I'm investing, like Tesla, Apple, Google, Microsoft, all these companies, like when you invest in them, that is a way that you pay yourself. Think about your paycheck. All your paycheck does not belong to you. You have to pay your rent, you have to pay your bills, you have to put food on the table if you have kids. So you got to take a little bit out of your check and pay yourself, and that's what I do. And I put that into the stock market, put it into a bunch of different companies, and reflecting back on that February, the video that you saw earlier from February, like I'm so happy that I did that, because it's done well for me. It's done well, and I'm going to keep on doing that going into next year, 2022. Secondly, my second investment strategy that I'm going to focus on this year is I'm going to focus on selling options. Okay, I've recently been doing videos on selling covered calls and covered puts, and I think that's also very important for me because I like the fact that I can generate consistent income on a weekly basis selling options. So looking back on how the portfolio did with me selling options, I would say my time doing option was really good. It was really good. I made money consistently, but for a small portfolio, halfway during the year, I had to reevaluate and switch to a swing trade strategy. And what I mean by swing trading strategy is more like doing the leap option part of the swing trades. So buying contracts that are 3 months, 6 months, because what you're basically doing with the real strategy is you're saying, I'm willing to buy the stock if it gets to this price at this time. Sometime it happens and you have to buy the stock. So like that is what the real strategy is meant for people that are trying to buy or sell a stock at a given price at a given time. And you had to put up a lot of money. So a stock that is maybe, $100, you have to times it by 100. That's the amount of money that you need to put down. So I did do the real strategy for a while. I made money in it, but I did not stay consistent with it because you need a lot of capital in order for you to be able to take the contract. So halfway through the year, I had to pivot and just focus on more of a swing trade strategy. Again, swing trading brought in a lot of risk because I don't have any control of how the stock goes up and down, but by giving the trade a little bit of time, it helps make the trade work. So when it comes to the second plan, I deviated from it halfway through the year from doing the real strategy to doing more long-term swing trading, which to me is more like 3 to 6 months. Sometimes I even take a year leap trades. So stay tuned for the future updates. We are going to talk. Stay tuned. I have a video planned for where I talk about my entire investment portfolio. It's kind of like my own version of companies when they report their 3 months earnings, but I just do it I just do an update for my every 3 months to show you guys what my portfolio is doing, my entire portfolio, investment portfolio, what it's doing, how much it is, and all these things, just to do like a little update. So that is what I'm doing. So stay tuned for that. Those videos are still coming. So the third investment focus that I'm trying to focus on this year, that will probably come in towards the later part of the year, towards maybe September or so. That's my estimate. But that would be me basically day trading. Like I said in the previous sections, I have a video plan that's going to come up where I will talk about in more details all my investments. So this day trading part will go into that. But if I look at the overview of how that went this year, I would say that is more of a loss. And I think I wouldn't say because it's a loss because I don't know what I'm doing or something like that. No, I think it's more of I took on too many things. I plan videos, record videos. Then I have to do things in outside of YouTube. I just have too many things going on, and I didn't have the time to just focus on just trading. So halfway through the year, I just basically just pivot towards, like I said earlier, towards swing trading, because swing trading just worked a lot better. It just works a lot better with my schedule. And every now and then, when I'm not doing anything, I'm watching the market, I quickly jump in and out of trades. So it still happen, but like I wouldn't say I'm doing it like full time or anything like that. Hopefully I'll be looking to do it in the future. I really love doing this stuff. I love day trading. It's a great way to be able to try to make an income in the market, but it takes a minute to learn how the whole thing works and all that stuff. So there's a lot that comes into day trading, and being able to manage your emotion, being able to stay focused at it without having to do anything else, it's tough. And for me, there's only 24 hours that I have in one day, and there's only so much that I could put into that 24 hours. So, I put 3 videos out a week on this channel. I put 3 videos out on my Beats channel. So, and I'm working. I gotta make time for everybody else, family, fiance, everybody. So it's a lot of things to juggle. So, so I had to cut day trading out and, replace it with something else, which I have, I'm going to announce it to you in future videos. So the 3 main strategy that I'm going to focus on for 2021 would be long-term and growth investing. So that is dividend and growth investing. That's a very big, nice bucket that you need to have in your portfolio, because that's one of the easiest way to get to build your wealth, but it's also the slowest way. It's very, very slow, but if you do it consistently over time, your money will grow, especially if you put in your money in good companies. So I can definitely attest to that. That is so true, because at the beginning of the year, I started with 30 grand and now we're roughly about 80,000. Who knows what next year will be, and the following year and the following year. Granted, I just started really focusing on my investments, seriously in the past 2 years or so. And when I did that video, it was just 1 year. So portfolio has grown so much, and I'm excited about the next 5, 10, 20 years of this portfolio growing. And then the second one is to focus on the whale strategy. Like I said earlier, the whale strategy, you're just doing 2 things. You're either buying a stock or you're selling a stock. So when it comes to the whale strategy for 2022, the plan will be, like I said a little bit earlier, the plan will be to switch that to swing trading. And primarily, I'll probably be swing trading the big names: Apple, SPY, Tesla, Google. Those are what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be buying leaps. So leaps is like 3 months and higher for those trades. So stay tuned. I'll be doing a lot more videos on that as well. So that is the plan. Instead of the whale strategy, going to switch to doing leap options. So let's do a quick recap on my last year's investment plans. So the first thing was to keep on investing into my long-term dividend portfolio. And same with this year, moving into next year, nothing has changed. I'm going to keep on doing that, trying to build more money into the companies that I own. I own a lot of the companies that we all know and love and buy that stuff. So I'm going to keep on putting more money into that. That is the plan, and that's going to be the focus for next year. And as of the next one, which is doing the whale strategy, which is what I did for half of the year, I'm going to switch that up to trading leaps, doing swing trading. So that way I don't have to be actively monitoring any trades. I can focus on doing other things, which I have other things in plan. I'm excited about it. Stay tuned. Give the channel a sub. You are going to love these things that I have set up. So stay tuned for that. And the third thing, like I said, is day trading. So to recap, the 3 focus of last year was dividend and growth investing, which is basically long-term investing. The second focus was the whale strategy. So doing the wheels, so getting paid to try to buy or sell a stock. So that's what the whale strategy is. And the third focus last year was to day trade. So I think if I look at the overall mission for last year, I think I did very well on the dividend and growth investing part. That was very, very consistent. On the whale strategy, the whole system of the whale strategy got me to kind of switch to doing leaps. And at the same time, if I also bundle the day trading part, because of the time that I have to commit to day trading, I had to just bundle both of them together into doing leap option trading. And leap option trading is basically when you buy, options that has a few months to expire. Okay, those are what leaps options are. I would say I did really well when it comes to the long-term investing. When it comes to day trading, I could do better in terms of having more time. So I think in the future, what I would do is when I have more time, that's when I will go back to revisiting day trading. But as of right now, I don't have the time to really put into it, because a lot of things goes into making content happen. And at the same time, what makes the content happen is actually doing my research, looking into companies, seeing, evaluating companies, seeing how they are growing. Like what I do with Tesla, I'm constantly researching Tesla, seeing what they're up to, and trying to bring those to you, because that is one of my highest conviction stock. But it takes a lot of time to research what the company is doing and all those things. So for last year, I think I would give myself maybe an 8 out of 10, just because at the end of the day, I'm still making, my net worth has grown. I'm still making money on just my investment overall. So, I would say an 8 out of 10. And if you know me, I like to get 10 out of 10. So for me to give myself an 8, I'm a little bit disappointed. But I've been working on my time management a little bit better, and cutting out things that are not giving me high results as compared to my goals and aspirations. So regardless on if I can make money on it or not. So that is that. But yeah, in wrapping this video up, I will say I stuck to the plan. I had to pivot and shift a little bit, but I think overall, next year will be a better year when it comes to growing my net worth, because the whole point of the channel is to get the money up to $1 million as soon as possible. So anything you got, I'm open to trying different ways of making money, as long as it benefits my time, it benefits my long-term goal of getting to that mill. So that is that. So yeah, stay tuned for the future videos. I have like 4 or 5 videos planned surrounding my plans, what I'm doing, announcing my plans to you guys for next year. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, give the channel a sub. Lots of great things happening for this channel. Give the channel a sub. I appreciate you for that. Until next time, as always, see you later. Love you all. Bye.